Welcome to Study for Exam YouTube channel. If you're preparing for the VMware Cloud Foundation 9.0 Architect exam, you already know this is not a theory-based test. The real challenge is architect-level scenario questions that require you to design, validate, and justify VMware Cloud Foundation solutions. I'm a certified virtualization professional, and in this video, I'll walk you through 5 high-impact practice questions that reflect real exam complexity, helping you understand how to analyze scenarios and avoid common architectural mistakes. Each question will be short, focused, and aligned with how they appear in the actual exam. Question 1. A customer is designing a new VMware Cloud Foundation 9.0 environment with multiple workload domains. They require strict separation between management components and tenant workloads, while still allowing centralized lifecycle management. Which design approach best meets this requirement? A. Deploy all workloads into the management domain and use resource pools. B. Use a single workload domain and separate workloads using NSX segments. C. Deploy a dedicated management domain and multiple workload domains. D. Deploy multiple management domains, one per tenant.
Correct answer, C. Deploy a dedicated management domain and multiple workload domains. Explanation: VMware Cloud Foundation is architected around a dedicated management domain that hosts core components such as SDDC Manager, vCenter, NSX Manager, and ARIA services. Tenant workloads should be placed into separate workload domains to ensure isolation, scalability, and clean lifecycle operations. Multiple management domains are not supported, and resource pools do not provide sufficient isolation. Question 2. An architect is planning host networking for a VMware Cloud Foundation 9.0 deployment. The customer wants to minimize operational complexity while ensuring supportability. Which networking design choice aligns best with VMware best practices? A. Use different physical NICs for vSAN, vMotion, and NSX overlay traffic. B. Use a single vSphere distributed switch with VLAN-backed segments. C. Use 2 vSphere standard switches per host. D. Use multiple distributed switches per workload domain. Correct answer. B. Use a single vSphere distributed switch with VLAN-backed segments. Explanation: VMware Cloud Foundation standardizes on a single vSphere distributed switch per domain to simplify operations and lifecycle management. Traffic separation is achieved through VLANs and NSX overlay networks rather than multiple switches or excessive NIC separation, which increases complexity and risk. Question 3. A customer plans to stretch a VMware Cloud Foundation workload domain across 2 availability zones for high availability. They want to ensure data consistency and minimize recovery point objectives. Which component is most critical to evaluate for this design? A. vSphere, HA admission control. B. NSX Tier 0 gateway placement. C. vSAN stretched cluster configuration. D. SDDC manager backup schedule. Correct answer, C. vSAN stretched cluster configuration. Explanation: stretching a workload domain across availability zones relies heavily on vSAN stretched cluster architecture. The architect must consider witness placement, latency requirements, and fault domain configuration. While networking and HA are important, vSAN design is the foundation for consistent storage behavior in stretched environments. Question 4. During the design phase, a customer asks how VMware Cloud Foundation simplifies upgrades across the full stack. Which statement best describes this capability? A. Each component must be upgraded manually in a fixed order. B. Upgrades are automated through SDDC Manager lifecycle workflows. C. Only ESXi and vCenter upgrades are supported. D. NSX upgrades must be performed outside of VMware Cloud Foundation. Correct answer, B. Upgrades are automated through SDDC Manager lifecycle workflows. Explanation: one of the core benefits of VMware Cloud Foundation is SDDC Manager-driven lifecycle management. It orchestrates validated, automated upgrades across ESXi, vCenter, NSX, and supporting components, reducing operational risk and ensuring version compatibility. Question 5. An organization requires different security policies for separate application tiers within the same workload domain. Which VMware Cloud Foundation feature best addresses this requirement? A. vSphere resource pools. B. vSAN storage policies. C. NSX distributed firewall microsegmentation. D. Separate vCenter instances per application. Correct answer, C. NSX distributed firewall microsegmentation. Explanation: NSX distributed firewall microsegmentation allows fine-grained, workload-level security policies within the same workload domain. This enables tier-based security controls without requiring additional domains or vCenter instances, making it ideal for application-level isolation.
That's it for today's 5 important practice questions for the Google Generative AI Leader exam. For more updated and real exam-level questions, visit studyforexam.com. If you want part 2 with more practice questions for this exam, comment part 2 below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected with S4E Exam Prep Hub. Good luck with your preparation. See you in the next video.